Dancing, walking, rearranging furniture. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite albums. And today I barely have any time. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I'm going to be doing an album review on the new Yaeji album with a hammer. So Yaeji is a Korean American electronic pop artist, and she has been putting out music for quite some time now. I did not expect that this will be her debut album. Like when I saw that she's releasing a new album, I thought this is like her third or something, but no, it's her debut album with a hammer. And it has about 13 tracks, and I don't really think it's that great, unfortunately. The album opener, Submerge FM, is a very interesting intro with flutes and squeaky synths in a sporadic pattern, and then we are introduced to her soft, cutesy vocals, which remains soft and cutesy and whispery and ASMR-y for the rest of the album. She also sings in a very smooth blend between Korean and English, and with a simple beat, it kind of works, except I feel like the whole opening track just sort of builds up to nothing. The second track is For Granted with some simple keyboards and synths that feel like they came straight out of a video game. And I also like that this track has a progression. It progressively gets more and more intense ever so slightly. Also, at the very end, the track breaks into drum and bass, which I really freaking love. Following that, we have Fever, which goes to a more experimental direction with stuttering glitching synths and messy beats. However, I just don't find this track to be that interesting or anything. I just feel like I listened to 4 minutes of the same thing. I can say similar things with Pass Me By, which is a slow pop jam that is absolutely drenched in reverb. The title track is easily the blandest track here on the album, with really comatose performances and beats that are so skeletal, it's so faint it might as well be nothing. Following that, we have I'll Remember For Me, I'll Remember For You, which is a surprisingly cinematic twist. It's a surprisingly cinematic track that has these bright horns that are kind of moody, kind of apprehensive, maybe. And then that is followed with a fun, groovy little pop tune called Done, Let's Get It. I like the ambiguous quality to the lyrics. I tried to read into it, but I just don't understand it. And that's probably a good thing. And then after that, we have Ready or Not with a Tom York-esque sequence beat, some auto-tune vocals, and the track is just very lukewarm. Following that, Michin is a messy, sporadic, punchy track with a lot of compressed yelling. And at first it sounds fine, but as the track goes along, these compressed yells do get pretty annoying pretty fast, unfortunately. And then we have Away times 5. I love the chopped up break beats. I love the ethereal haunting vocals, but the track itself is just, once again, very lukewarm, kind of forgettable. Finally, we have the last leg of the album with the track Happy, which I think is definitely one of the highlights on the album. We have some groovy keyboards, and just the keyboards itself works very well as a nice house track, but then we are added with the sweet, sugary vocal melodies. The feature is also really, really nice. It really contrasts Yeji's cutesy vocals, so I really enjoyed it. The track One Thing to Smash is an ethereal, spacey track with bits of flutes here and there, but there barely any structure to this. And I feel like, once again, I feel like I've listened to nothing. And the album ending is Be Alone in This with the icy cold synth embellishments. Yaeji whispers in the left and right channel, which creates some tingling ASMR sensation. But once again, this track feels like it's building up to nothing. All this build up, all this tension building, and then it just sort of fizzes out, and it's just very anticlimactic. So yeah, overall, I think this album is just kind of okay. It's just kind of maybe a little less than okay. It's kind of lukewarm. A lot of the tracks here are stale and forgettable, and a lot of the tracks like build up to nothing. So I hope to see her expand her musical style and be a little bit more dense in future projects. I'm giving the new Yaeji album with a hammer a strong 5 out of 10. So have you listened to the new Yaeji album? Comments below let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching. I also have so many albums to review. Just to let you know, I'm going to be reviewing Navy Blue, maybe the Hearst Collective, Lancome, Water Parks, Metallica, the new HMLTD, maybe Ray Shremmer, I don't know. But yeah, many albums, many wow.